Now, the game can be pretty unpredictable and surprising, with sudden disappearances and losses that you would never have expected. You never really know what to expect, and the good thing is that good things can appear out of nowhere. And we are having, with other beings, we are kind of exploring the sum of the frequency of me with the frequency of them, and nothing can really ever replace or imitate. It's a very unique thing. There are many false healing teachings and fake matrix templates about grieving. You will find literature, you will find a lot of podcasts or different resources that are led by backdrops or Draco-controlled beings that are controlled by the Cabal as well. So also, while we are grieving, we get sometimes this false feedback from the matrix or from non-spirited beings. So we find a lot of projection. I mean, I put human, but it's more like backdrop projections and false beliefs, a lot of new age beliefs about and programming about what is life, what is death. And backdrops can be clumsy during grief. Sometimes you don't hear from them. Sometimes they will tell you things that are triggering because they are a little clueless and they don't have a real connection to heart either. And with a lot of that literature, it does not feel really like it matches our experience of the higher planes that we're kind of all experiencing at one about our grief process. So how people are behaving around us while we are grieving is often a great indicator about who they are. You can have a fire creation friend just telling you a few words and you just feel their warmth and that they are there and that they really mean it, and then you can compare a lot of their backdrop reaction to that kind of reaction. I don't think 3D thinking is very helpful to really heal deeper, and I do have observed that grief is heavier than it could be many times. Backdrops dying is not the same thing as fire creation beings dying or losing a fire creation being. It doesn't have to be human, it can be a pet as well. And grieving a real fire creation being is definitely different than a backdrop type of grief. Now you find a lot of victimhood softwares, and a lot of beings are believing too deeply in that very thick programming where we feel powerless on changing anything or being able to become a higher version of ourselves. Suicide is really about believing in the programming at that moment and letting the programming dictate and kind of take over you and your decision and control you, right? It is often a thing of the moment, right? And usually so it's interesting how they play on timelines as well. It can take time to be accepting how the game has been played with the collapsing of the timelines we were building. It's really hard to predict how it's going to turn out. It's often sudden departure are often a timeline collapsing, and we can feel that like it's a timeline redesigning. The spirit is eternal, though absence in this realm may seem like a very long journey to go through. Our highest timelines are always attacked, and we have many enemies working on sabotaging what we are working on. We are not the only one with a say here, unfortunately. Consciousness of life is taking many different forms. The spirit goes way beyond its incarnation and connect to that place of relief where all is well, beyond the suffering and the intensity of the experience here. It's love and goes to experience again. The spirit knows no end. It may feel like a long time when we are missing them, when we manage to rise above where all is well. In the eternal dance of all, there lies a great relief for us. The eternal spirit smiles peacefully in the eternal experience of life.